Let's talk about the public school system in Pennsylvania. There are 1,501 high schools in Pennsylvania. Of that, 952 are public schools. In 2014, the average expenditure for each student was $15,019. As of 2017 to 2018, Pennsylvania's public school budget is $5,995 billion. That is an increase of 1.7% from the 2015 to 2016 school year. So where does all of this funding come from? Pennsylvania's funding can be broken down into three parts: local funding, state funding, and federal funding. Local funding makes up 53% of financing from kindergarten to high school. State funding makes up 36% of the total funding. A 2011 report by Citizens for Tax Justice showed the corporations pay less than half of their required state taxes. 25 of our nation's largest corporations make up 2.4% of the required state tax out of the maximum 7.3%. This means that operations such as public schools are missing out on 32.8% of funding from taxes. Finally, there's federal funding. However, federal funding is a very small amount of funding, financing at only 11%. What does all of this funding go towards? Money is divided between nutrition, health services, after-school programs, arts and music, and supplies. Because public schools' budgets are tight, sometimes teachers will pay out-of-pockets for their supplies. Let's compare two cities in Pennsylvania, Reading and Wyomissing. Reading is the second poorest city in PA, with 41% of residents living below the poverty line. The average property value in Reading is $65,400. Students in Reading only have 51% graduation rate, and only 10% of classes offered are advanced placement classes that help students better prepare for college. In Wyomissing, only 5% of residents live in poverty. Wyomissing has high property values averaging $230,100 per house. This creates a gap of $4,000 in school funding between these areas. Students in Wyomissing have a 97% graduation rate, and advanced placement classes make up 50% of classes offered. This raises the question: does overall funding determine student success? Does the socioeconomic status of an area determine student success? How can we work to resolve these issues to ensure that no matter where you live or what school you go to, students have an equal opportunity to obtain a quality education?